Mike Licio back here with you for game 2 between Georgia Southwestern and Flagler. Saints won game 1, 13-5 in 6 innings with the walk-off hit by Sydney Stewart to put the game in Mercy Rule territory. Maddie Wise picked up her 6th win of the season. Starting lineup in game 2 for the Canes, who are now 11-14 and 2-5 in Peach Bell play. J.C. Johns leads off in right field. Lacey Rutledge is the shortstop, batting second. Isabel Marcotte bats third at first. Ansley Duffy is the catcher, cleaning up. Zoe Willis at second base, bats fifth, batting sixth. Ashlyn Rogers in left. Haley Panette's the center fielder, batting seventh. Kendall Hulsman bats eighth at third. Natalie Herrera is the designated player, batting ninth, and in the circle for the Canes will be Reagan Lee. For the Saints, Jordan Sheets making her 11th appearance, her 7th start of the year. She's 5-2 with a 2.23 ERA. Jordan is currently 4th in the Peach Belt in ERA and 9th in wins. She has struck out 24 and 37 2/3. So J.C. Johns will lead off. J.C. was a defensive replacement in game 1. Hitting .265 with no home runs, 4 RBI, and starts off with a base hit to left field. That snaps an 0-for-12 streak for J.C. Johns. And right away, the Canes have their first hit of the ball game at 3:42. Currently 75 degrees and partly sunny here in St. Augustine. As Lacey Rutledge steps in. Rutledge takes a strike. Hitting .254, 3 home runs, 10 RBI on the season. Lacey was 0-for-1 in game 1. And hitless in her last 10 at-bats. Shows bunt, pitches a strike. And it's 0-2. J.C. Johns, the runner at first. Johns has not attempted a stolen base yet this year. Sheets on 0-2. That's grounded to Crump. Turns, gets the lead runner at second, and there's one away. Johns is out 4-6. Rutledge reaches on the fielder's choice. So that brings up Marcotte. Isabel Marcotte is hitting .246 with 4 home runs, 10 RBI. She was 0-for-1 in game 1 with a run scored. Sheets is ready. Emily Ricci behind the plate. Hannah Smith at first. Cassidy Crump at second. Sydney Stewart is the shortstop. Mackenzie Smith at third. Jordan Sheets in the circle. Kyla Kinnear in left. Paige Maceda in center. And Jordan Moss in right. It's chopped back to Sheets. Over to first. In time. And there's 2 away. Rutledge moves to second. Ansley Duffy had a grand slam in game 1. Hitting .377, 4 home runs, 18 RBI. She was 1-for-2. It was a no-doubter at that. Sheets ready. Just off the corner, ball 1. Rutledge the runner at second. Saints now 17-7 on the season. Catherine Grant, their coach, with 151 wins, got win number 150 against Savannah State last week. It's 2-0. Now 151 and 145. Nikki Levering, 164 and 185 as the Canes coach. As that's grounded foul. It's 2-1. that one, nice job by Duffy to lay off that one. It's 3-1. Three-one pitch on the corner, 3-2 to count is full. Zoe Willis on deck. Lacey Rutledge at second. Fly ball left field. It's going to drop in front of Kinnear, making the turn for home and getting in with the run is Lacey Rutledge, an RBI single for Ansley Duffy, her fifth of the afternoon. And the Canes lead 1-0. Zoe Willis comes up. Willis hitting .328, 6 home runs, 18 RBI. Duffy now has an 8-game hitting streak. As that is up the middle. Diving play by Stewart. She touches the bag, and the side is retired. So Willis grounds out to short, and the side is retired. But the Canes get a run on 2 hits, and they lead 1-0 through a half. Starting lineup for the Saints, Sydney Stewart is the shortstop batting first. Emily Ricci bats second. She's catching. Hannah Smith at first base batting third. Batting fourth is Cassidy Crump at second. Kyla Kinnear bats fifth in left field. Mackenzie Smith sixth at third base. Riley Connor-Walchuk is the designated player, batting seventh. Batting eighth, Jordan Moss in right. And batting ninth, Paige Maceda in center field. Reagan Lee getting her first start of the year for the Canes. She's made 2 appearances. She's pitched 1/3 of an inning. That one out was by a strikeout. Sydney Stewart, .376, 3 home runs, 24 RBI. Had a home run and 5 RBIs in game 1. Wind is shifted back towards left field as that's in for a strike. Well, that was something. And now one hits Stewart. That hurt. Could you try not to wrinkle him? I'm missing a page. My stats for my baseball game just flew away. So Stewart hit by a pitch, and that'll bring up Emily Ricci. Ricci, .372, a home run, 16 RBIs. She was 1 for 3 in game 1. Pops that back off the net. Sydney Stewart, the runner at first. That one hits Ricci. Not the start Lee was looking for. So Hannah Smith comes up, 452 on the year, no home runs, 13 RBI. Thank you. She was 2 for 4 with 2 RBI in game 1. Hannah comes in 8th in the nation in hits. That one on the inside corner for a strike. Runner goes, and in under the tag at third base, and stealing third base is Stewart. So a stolen base by Stewart there. It's 0-1, and Nikki Levering wants to discuss that one. It's a tough look for the umpire. Levering wants the home plate umpire to get involved. Probably had a better angle. As the discussion continues. So now the home plate umpire is going to go out there. And so the ruling stands. So there's runners at the corners with no one out for Hannah Smith. Smith hitting .440 over her last 7 games. Has a hit in 3 straight games. Already holds the school hitting streak record for 15 to start her Saints career. Stewart at third, Ricci at second. That one almost became hit batter number 3 as Ricci takes second. And Hannah Smith has been known to go backside with runners in scoring position. So let's see if there's an adjustment here. That one outside, 2-1. Stewart at third, Ricci at second. Two-one pitch, popped up. Making the grab at first base is Marcotte, and there's one away. We'll meet the Canes defensive alignment in just a moment as Cassidy Crump comes up. Cass is hitting, oh, I didn't update her stats between games, so that's silly of me. 21 of 75, I could probably do that one in my head. 280 on the season as she waves and misses at that one. 280, 4 home runs, 21 RBIs. Stewart at third, Ricci at second with 1 out. Shows bunt, high spinning ball, fair ball, and that is an RBI single for Cassidy Crump. Cassidy Crump, the last time I was here, hit one of the longest home runs I've ever seen hit here. That time she gets an 8-foot single and ties the game.
Now batting in left field, number 24, Carla Kinnear.
RBI number 22 for Cassidy Crump. She entered the day 7th in the Peach Belt in RBI. So Stewart scores, reaching to third. And we're tied at 1 as Kylie Kinnear comes up. 362, 3 home runs, 19 RBI. She had a 2-run home run in game 1 as she takes the ball there. Ricci at third, Crump at first. Just underway in game 2. Fly ball, left field. It's hanging up there. And running it down is Rogers, and there's 2 away. Sack fly there. So she does her job. She gets Ricci home. RBI number 20 on the season for Kinnear. And the Saints take a 2-1 lead. Mackenzie Smith. 346, 7 home runs, 27 RBIs. Drove in 2 in game 1. Takes a strike there. And Crump steals second base. Duffy lost the handle on that one. Crump had a pretty good jump though, and she has her 4th stolen base of the year. No balls, 1 strike, 2 out. Smith currently 21st in the country in RBIs. Had 2 more today. Fouls that one off, and it's 0-2. Georgia Southwestern 7-14 when allowing a run. Correction, 5-14. They have 6 shutouts on the year. Fly ball, track, whoa, gone! Mackenzie Smith to the warehouse. It's 4-1. Smith with her 8th home run of the year. RBIs 28 and 29. A no-doubter for Mackenzie Smith. Crump scores. Smith scores. And that brings up Riley Konowalchuk. Riley hitting 306, 1 home run, 9 RBI. First pitch to Konowalchuk is a ball. Fly ball, left field. Hanging up there and running out of room is Rogers in left. In fact, I don't know if I ever went through the lineup. Ansley Duffy. Ansley Duffy is the catcher. At first base, Isabel Marcotte. Zoe Willis at second. Lacey Rutledge at short. Kendall Hulsman at third. Reagan Lee is the pitcher. Ashlyn Rogers in left. Haley Panett in center. J.C. Johns in right, as that is a strike, and it's 1-2 to Konowalchuk. Game 2 today for the Saints. Game 3 for me. If you head on over to the Flagler Radio YouTube channel at 7, as that is cut on and missed, you'll hear me do some high school baseball. So first strikeout of the game for Lee, but the damage is done. 1 inning complete. Saints lead 4-1. Jordan Sheets, the right-hander for the Saints from Newport Richey, went to River Ridge High School. River Ridge took care of my Matanzas Pirates soccer team in the first round of the playoffs this year. Sheets, currently 10th all-time in shutouts, has a chance to move up to become just the 13th Saint with 15 career wins today. Starts Ashlyn Rogers off with a strike. Rogers, 296, 5 home runs, 14 RBI. That one high at the letters, 1-1. That one fouled off, 1-2. It's 1-2 to Rogers. Rogers had a 6-game hitting streak snapped in game 1. She goes down swinging there. Strikeout number 1 for Sheets. And there's one away. Haley Panett comes up. Panett was 0 for 2 in game 1, snapping a 6-game hitting streak of her own. She's hitting .400 though over her last 7 games. Get me over pitch for a strike. Jordan Sheets has been rounding in the form for the Saints. A 1 pitch outside, 1-1, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. One, fouled off, 1-2. She couldn't hold up. She did hold up, my bad. It's 2-2. 2-2 pitch from 22 Sheets. Fly ball into the gap. Maceda on her horse. It's going to hit the wall and bounce off the wall. Into second base and out by a mile is Haley Panett. And you can't even blame her on that one. That one had double written all over it. Call Paige Maceda's arm the eraser in that one. And there's 2 away. So that is a single, and she is out. 9-6. So Kendall Hulsman comes up. Has a 3-game hitting streak as she hits that one foul. Everybody ducks, and fortunately everybody's okay. Hulsman 281. 1 home run, 10 RBI. That one catches the knee, and it's 0-2. That one misses. Waste pitch, 1-2. That is a grounder to second. Crump has some trouble, able to recover it and throw it to first in time for the out. So 3 batters come to the plate. No one left. No one scores. Through an inning and a half, the Saints lead 4-1. Bottom of the second, Saints will go 8-9-1. Moss, Maceda, and Stewart. Jordan Moss leading off. Reagan Lee continues in the circle as Moss fouls that back. Moss hitting .314, 4 home runs, 8 RBI. She had a 2-run home run in game 1. Reagan Lee from West Nassau High School in Callahan. Counts Cody Bellinger as her favorite athlete. That one upstairs, 1-1. Jordan Moss now with a 4-game hitting streak as that is popped up. And Duffy hits the wall but makes the catch. And there's one away. That's the second play that Duffy's made behind the plate on a pop today. That was pretty impressive. So Paige Maceda comes up. .257, 5 home runs, 12 RBI. Playing in her 190th consecutive game. She just moved today past Natalie Murphy for sole possession of 8th place. She's currently tied with Dr. Garland Evans in the bats for her career as she takes a strike. Garland 7th on the all-time list. That is on the corner for a strike. And it's 0-2 to Maceda. .02 tries the corner again and misses 1-2. That one just a bit outside of where the first one was. One-two pitch. That one rolls in 2-2. Paige currently 12th in school history in walks. 2 behind Morgan Murphy for 11th place. And the count is full. 3 balls. Saints lead by Saints have 4 with 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. No runs this inning. Back to the top of the order with Sid Stewart. As that's ripped foul. Paige made Reagan Lee work. She faced her in game 1. Worked on the 8th pitch. She was able to single. A single that made her the eventual game-ending run. meant to look this up in game 1. Cut on and misses. She climbs the ladder there. Strikeout number 2 for Lee, and there's 2 away. Back to the top of the order with Sydney Stewart, the transfer from Georgia Southern and Northwest Florida State from Forston, Georgia. Sid was hit by a pitch, stole a base, and scored. That one in for a ball. Going right back inside. So Georgia Southwestern had a 3-game winning streak coming in, but before that they had a 5-game, earlier in the year they had a 5-game winning streak, as that's in for a strike 1-1, where they lost 14-8, 12-5, 15-5, 13-3, and 10-2. In fact, 12 of Georgia Southwestern's losses have been by at least 5 runs, 11 by at least 8. It's 2-1 to Stewart at the plate. Fly ball out of play. It's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out here in the second. Number 2, Sydney Stewart at the plate. 2 hits in the game for the Saints. The difference in the game, a 2-run home run by Mackenzie Smith. That one buzzes the tower and the count is full. Count is full. Emily Ricci on deck. Has the shin guards on. Fly ball, left field. Going back to the track, to the wall, to the warehouse. Sydney Stewart, her second home run of the day. It's 5-1. A solo shot for Sid Stewart. Her 4th of the season. RBI number 25. And it's 5-1. The Ancient City Bombers are alive and well today. Emily Ricci got hit by a pitch and scored her first time up. Takes the ball there. Game 2 of 3 in this series. Tomorrow's game will be at noon. Right back here. Cut on and missed, 1-1. Emily Ricci from Allen Pope High School in Marietta, Georgia. She came into the series on a 1-for-12 slump, but she snapped out of it today as Lee blows that one by her for strike 2. Catherine Grant having a quick word with her hitter. Saints moved to 3-1 in Peach Bell play. The Canes fell to 2-5 after game 1. Only one other series in action today for the Peach Belt. Columbus State and Lander today. Augusta and North Georgia. And Buford and Aiken, those games were moved to Sunday and Monday. Because there's an odd number of teams in the Peach Belt Conference this year, every team will have a bye week for conference play at least, as that is grounded to short. Rutledge up with it over the first in time. We'll explain it later. Sydney Stewart sends one to the warehouse. 2 innings complete. Saints lead 5-1 on the Peach Belt Sports Network. Top of the third, Georgia Southwestern coming up. They'll go 9-1-2. Natalia Herrera, J.C. Johns, and Lacey Rutledge. Jordan Sheets continues in the circle. She has struck out 1, given up 1 run on 3 hits. As Natalia Herrera steps in for the first time in this game. Herrera hitting .471. In 17 at bats, she's 8 for 17 with a home run and 5 RBI. She was 2 for 3 in game 1. Grounds that one foul. Saints baseball will get underway against Columbus State in just a little bit. I believe lacrosse is in action tonight, too, for the Saints. Busy night here at the complex as that's high. And then tomorrow, baseball will be here. Softball will be here. Saints basketball will be playing against North Georgia for the Peach Belt Conference Championship. You never want to play a hot team in March, and that's what the Saints have been. They've won 6 of their last 7. That is hit the other way to Crump. Over to Smith. 1 away. J.C. Johns from Lowndes High School in Hahira, Georgia. When I was in high school, Lowndes had the biggest band in the land. They had about a 300-member band back when dinosaurs roamed the earth in the magical time called the 90s. That one catches the corner. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out to number 1, J.C. Johns. Scoreboard shows 2-0, but I believe it's 1-1. There we go. Gets the corner again. This is the ump we needed when in game 1. I'm sure both pitchers feel that way from game 1. Both teams' pitchers. Johns fouls it off. She singled her first time up. She had been 0 for her previous 12. Made the Dean's List while at Lowndes High School. Sheets ready. Fly ball right to Kinnear, who had it played perfectly, and there's 2 away. Lacey Rutledge hit into a fielder's choice the first time up. She's from Monticello, Georgia, went to Jasper County High School. Transferred from Georgia Highlands College. Cut on and missed. No balls, 1 strike, 2 out here in the third. A 4-run lead for the Saints, who have 5. That one upstairs, 1-1. That one just off the corner. Nice pitch by Sheets, just the same. It's 2-1. Rutledge showing a lot of discipline and laying off that one. That one outside, 3-1. On deck, Isabella Marcotte. Fly ball left field. Kinnear going back on it to the track, to the wall, and it's gone. And Lacey Rutledge, 0 for her last 11 until that one. She breaks out in a big way, and it's 5-2. And so now Isabella Marcotte will come up. Catherine Grant out to have a quick word with Jordan Sheets. Isabel Marcotte from Wichita, Kansas. Went to Bishop Carroll Catholic High School. Transferred from Georgia Highlands. Hitting 300 over her last 9 games coming in. Takes a ball there. She grounded back to Sheets her first time up. That's in for a strike by Sheets. Back to the circle again, and for the second time today, Marcotte is grounded out to the pitcher. Canes get one back though. We go to the bottom of the third. It's 5-2 Saints. Reagan Lee back to work here in the bottom of the third. She'll face Hannah Smith, Cassidy Crump, and Kyla Kinnear. Hannah Smith, the freshman from Northgate High School in Palmetto, Georgia. Principal at Northgate is Ashley Wilkes. Is that it's a ball? I often say that I'm probably too young to get that reference, but I do. Grandma Licio's favorite all-time movie. Of course, Grandma Licio was born 103 years ago, as that's chopped foul. 1-1. Hannah popped to first her first time up. So 1-1 pitch from Lee, fouled off. And it's 1-2. One-two pitch, fouled off. So we'll do it again. Lee has the one she wants. Sets up outside, 2-2. Two-two pitch. Fly ball, left field, tailing, but staying right on it is Rogers. She has it, and there's one away. Cassidy Crump. Had about an 8-foot single her first time up. Might not even been that far, but it scored a run, bringing home Sydney Stewart. That one in for a strike. The Nats have been something else today. I'm like a feast out here. But at least it isn't hot. 0-1 pitch. Big cut there. She was way out in front though. It's 0-2. Two pitch. That one just high. 1-2. Fly ball left field. That's going to land beyond the Saints batting cage in foul ground. One-two pitch. Crump goes fishing and hooks herself a single. Crump just stuck the bat out and got the job done.
Now batting left field, number 24, Kyla Kinnear.
We know Cass has power, but she's been showing great ball placement skills in this game. She's 2 for 2. Kyla Kinnear had a sac fly her first time up. Kinnear fouls that one back. Kyla from Jensen Beach High School in Stuart, Florida is her hometown. Fouled back, it's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch with Crump at first. And that's going to land in the Saints bullpen out of play. That's popped out of play. Saints have scored in the last 6 innings of play. Trying to make it 7 here. Fly ball, left field. Rogers makes the play. And there's 2 away for Mackenzie Smith.
Now batting third base, number 32,
Mackenzie Smith, with that home run, her 18th in her career, has now become the sole holder of 4th place in school history with 18. Next up, Mallory Eskew at 21. Runner goes. Sliding in the second, Cassidy Crump has her second base. Play at third, and Crump's going to get there. Smart base running. Crump has done all the little things in this game, and she finds herself on third base after taking 2. So now Smith with a runner 60 feet away. We're playing softball. A base hit would add to the Saints' lead. Fly ball. And run down by Panette. The wind had been carrying today, and that time it did not. And the side is retired. We go to the top of the 4th. Saints lead 5-2 on the Peach Belt Sports Network. Ansley Duffy will lead off the inning. She'll be followed by Zoe Willis and Ashlyn Rogers. Jordan Sheets back to work in the circle. She's allowed 2 runs on 4 hits, struck out 1. Duffy with 5 of the 6 runs today driven in. Nice play to scoop that one by Smith. And there's one away.
Now batting second baseman number 19, Zoe Willis.
Zoe Willis hit into a ground out to short. A diving stop to rob her of a base hit by Sydney Stewart, who then tapped the bag with her glove to get the force and end the inning. That's in for a strike. It's 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Willis came into today hitting .381 over her last 8 games. She's down in the count 1-2. Two and two. Outside count full, on deck, Ashlyn Rogers. Fly ball, shallow right field. Jordan Moss comes in and makes the play. Ashlyn Rogers struck out her first time up.
Now batting left field number 25, Ashlyn Rogers.
Rogers from Asilla Christian Academy calls Madison home. Transferred from Santa Fe. And that's back up the middle. Stewart has to wait on it over the first and airmails it. And so that is an error, the first by either team today. I don't know if you remember in game 1 I was talking about how Kimmy Singer holds the school record with reaching on an error. And that's an example of what I was talking about, where reaching on an error sometimes is because of what you did. And that was a slow-moving ball with a quick-moving runner. And so because of that, she forced the issue, and Stewart had to hurry her throw. Some discussion by Catherine Grant. I'm not sure what over. I don't know if there was, she was saying the runner was out of the runner's lane. I don't think it impacted the throw, though. So we'll continue. Panette comes up. She singled her first time up. Takes one there for a ball. She's from Rincon, Georgia. Used to have family in Rincon, Georgia. It's 2-0. That one misses the corner. 3-0 on deck, Kendall Hulsman. Rogers the runner at first. In for a strike, 3-1. That one catches the corner. Nice frame by Ricci, and the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Rogers the runner at first. Runner goes. That is fouled out of play. And with 2 strikes, the runner is going to go on the pitch. Here with 2 out in the top of the 4th. Fly ball, shallow left field. Stewart back to grab it. And the side is retired. We're halfway home. Saints lead 5-2. Back in a moment. After a rough first, Reagan Lee has settled down for the Canes. She goes back to work. Connor Walchuk, Moss, and Maseda. Saints will go 7, 8, 9 in the bottom of the 4th. Connor Walchuk struck out her first time up. From College Jean Sauvé, a French immersion school in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Transferred from Daytona State. That one hits her. That is the 3rd batter hit today by Singer. Not Singer, Lee. Where that came from. Jordan Moss popped out to first the first time up. Jordan from Windsor Academy in Macon, Georgia. That's fouled off. Connor Walchuk, the runner at first. Bunt laid down by Moss, and it's foul. Picked up by Hulsman as it was spinning back towards the line. It's 0-2. The 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1-1. So 1-1. It's 1-2, I thought. I looked down, I was like, thought it was 1-2. Scoreboard had 1-1. Just gotta trust my instincts. It's 2-2. Fly ball out of play. 2-2 pitch. That's off the screen.
Yeah, we got a lot going on.
2-2, one more time. And the count is full. Paige Maceda waiting her turn. Fly ball, left field, tailing. And almost squeezed. Great effort there by Rogers. Kind of got caught between her glove and the fence. That was about an inch away from being an out. Great effort by Rogers to go after that one. This is the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Connor Walchuk's on first. It's 3-2. Lee delivers. Grounded to third. Could be 2. Over to Willis for 1. And Moss is going to leg it out. But they get the lead runner. 5-4 on the force. Moss reaches on the fielder's choice. And there's one away. Paige Maceda, the former Sun Lake Seahawk from Land O'Lakes, Florida. School record holder in doubles in a season. She needs 7 more to have the career record. Puts a charge into that one, foul. Paige currently 49th in the nation in home runs. That's high. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. Jordan Moss at first base. That one on the corner. Nice pitch there by Lee, and it's a strike. Pace is definitely slowed in this one. That's fouled off. After this game, I've got a 7 o'clock baseball game about 30 miles away, so we'll see how that works out. Had a triple header last year. I did 3 games once for the Peach Belt Conference tournament, but at least that was in one place. 3 games in 2 counties today for me. Fly ball, left field. That's going to get down fair. Maceda in the second with the double. Play at the plate. Moss scores. It's 6-2. Paige Maceda with her 31st career double moves into a tie for 6th place with Maria Campos, Tori Jolly, and Mallory Eskew. And the Saints lead 6-2. For Maceda, her 149th career hit, her 31st double. That RBI moves her into a tie for 10th place in school history with 84. She joins Tori Jolly. And it looks like Nikki Levering is going to go to her bullpen, and this is going to be number 5, Marissa Malone. Malone went to Jupiter Community High School. transferred to Georgia Southwestern from Hillsborough State, calls Jensen Beach home. Malone making her 6th appearance, her 5th out of the bullpen. 0-1 with a 10.50 ERA. She's struck out. She's yet to have a strikeout in 7 1/3. Paige Maceda now 2 doubles away from moving into sole possession of 2nd place. There's a logjam, as I said. There's currently, now with Paige, 4 players tied with 31, 4 more tied at 32. And then Maddie Murphy is all the way on her lonesome at 37. So 2 doubles this weekend would move Paige all the way from 9th up to a tie for 2nd in school history. Sydney Stewart has homered twice today. Stewart from Forston, Georgia. Shows bunt, pulls back, pitches a ball. Maceda going to 3rd. No one covering. Why would she throw the ball? I don't know, but Maceda's going to score. Maceda puts the defense in a blender, and it's now 7-2. Career run number 105 for Paige Maceda. Now 2 shy of Lauren Eli for 5th place in school history. So Paige steals a base and scores on the E2 as that's fouled off. It's 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out for Sydney Stewart. Duffy, who's had a great day behind the plate, tried to make the hero play there. One. That one down, 2-1. And that's a base hit to left field for Stewart. She's 2 for 2. And Emily Ricci, 0 for 1, was hit by a pitch her first time up. Heads up play by Paige Maceda, realizing no one was covering 3rd base. I'd expect nothing less from the 50-year senior. That's in for a strike. Oh, 1 pitch. That one down in, away. And it's 1-1 to Ricci. Stewart the runner at first. That one off the corner. Sliding in the second and safe is Stewart. Saints smelling blood in the water. They've gotten a little aggressive here. So it's 2-1. Stewart now at second. Malone in the circle. So that's fouled off. It's 2-2. Malone says she has a superstition that she wears 2 braids in her hair for all games. Two-two pitch to Emily Ricci. Outside, Duffy tried to frame it. Doesn't get the call there, and the count is full. Saints lead by 7 runs, 6 hits for the Saints, who lead by 5 here in the 4th. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. No runs this inning for the Canes. Fly ball, shallow right field, it drops in. Stewart goes to third on the single by Emily Ricci. So now Hannah Smith will come up. And Duffy's going to go out and have a word with her pitcher. Hannah Smith, 0 for 2 today. Enters with a 3-game hitting streak. Came in hitting .440 over her last 7 games. 8th in the nation in hits. Malone ready. And that's fouled off. Stewart at third, Ricci at second. As the lights come on. Ricci was on the move, but Hannah Smith is going to get on. And the bases are loaded. And Cassidy Crump comes up with the bases loaded. 2 for 2 today. A bloop single and a short bunt single and an RBI. Stewart at third, Ricci at second, Smith at first, fly ball, right field, into the gap, it gets down. Stewart scores, Ricci scores, and it's a 2-run single for Cassidy Crump, who's now 3 for 3 with 3 RBI, and the Saints lead 9-2. Kyla Kinnear comes up. 0 for 2. She's flying out to left twice today. Fouled off. Smith at second. Crump at first. And as I say that, Olivia Burns is going to pinch run at second for Hannah Smith. Burns, the freshman from Pendleton High School in Pendleton, Indiana. As that's outside for a ball. One strike, one out. Currently 56 degrees in Pendleton. We're in the low 70s here. If not for the Nats, a perfect day to be out here. That is grounded to short, and he gets through the 5-hole. Making the turn for home is Burns. She's going to score on the E6. Crump to second. That is in for a ball to Mackenzie Smith. Mac 1 for 2 with a home run today. Came in the top 20 in the nation in that category. Fly ball, center field. Tagging up is Crump. She'll go to third after an awkward slide. Alrighty then. So the runners move up on the F8. Kinnear to second. Crump to third. And that brings up Riley Konowalchuk as the Saints have batted around. As Konowalchuk comes up for the second time this inning. Riley was hit by a pitch to start this inning. And that is pulled foul. It's 1-1. One and two to Konowalchuk. Crump at third. Kinnear at second. Malone in the circle. Konowalchuk at the plate. It's outside, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. In the last 9 innings of gameplay, the Saints have scored 22 runs. Two-two pitch. Off the corner, the count is full. Jordan Moss would come up again if Riley Konowalchuk can keep the inning going. Payoff pitch coming from Malone. Fly ball, track, wall, warehouse, Riley Konowalchuk. It's 13-2. Oh, Canada! As Riley sends that top shelf. And it's 13-2. For Konowalchuk, her second home run of the season. That one a 3-run shot. And Nikki Levering going to go to her bullpen again. That'll be the end of Malone's day. Looks like Gabrielle. Whoop, I hope that's on my pronunciation sheet. Of course not. So we're going to take our best chance. Gabrielle Mathra. She's from Oviedo. Won a state championship at Haggerty. The Haggerty Huskies, a vaunted softball power in Central Florida. If you don't know, now you know. She's making her 7th appearance, her 6th out of the bullpen. She struck out 4 and 6 in the 3rd. All right. Jordan Moss comes up for the 2nd time today. She hit into a fielder's choice and scored her 1st time up this inning. That one down and in for a ball. So this is the 11th batter of the inning. The most I've seen come up in an inning was 16 in a Peach Belt Conference Championship game, semifinal game actually, between Francis Marion and Aiken. Aiken sent up 16 in an inning and then sent up 13 the next. It's 1-1 here. Speaking of Aiken, Saints basketball will be there tomorrow, facing North Georgia. My son trying to get me to make the trip. That's a fly ball to the track, run down by Panette. The Canes are going to have a lot of work to do if they want to keep this one going. We go to the top of the 5th. The Saints lead 13-2 on the Peach Belt Sports Network. Jordan Sheets is going to try and put this one away for the Saints. Looking for her 3rd complete game of the season. Hulsman comes up. Takes one right down St. George Street for strike 1. She grounded to 2nd her 1st time up. That's back up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit, and it's a leadoff hit for Hulsman. Canes need 4 in the inning to keep it going. Hulsman now with a 4-game hitting streak, during which she's 4 for 10. That's back to Sheets. She doubles her up. And just like that, the Canes are out, down to their last out. Jordan Sheets has fielded her position well today. She has 3 assists. And now JC Johns is the last hope for the Canes in this one. That's in for a strike. No balls, 1 strike, 2 out. Now 1-1. I have a lot invested in this because I'm supposed to be about 45 minutes away in about an hour and 15 minutes, so that's off the corner. 2-1. I might have just jinxed myself, huh? JC led off the game with a hit. She's 1 for 2. That hit broke her out of an 0 for 12 slump. It's 3-1 to Johns. Lacey Rutledge on deck. And that is a walk. First one issued today by Sheets. And Lacey Rutledge looks to continue the game. She homered her last time up. She was in an 0 for 11 slump. Came up big with the home run there. That one on the corner for a strike. Johns at first. In for a strike, and the Canes are down to their last one. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Sheets in the circle. Johns at first. Rutledge in the circle. Off the corner, 1-2. Rutledge showing patience and laying off. The 1-2 pitch again. Back up the middle. Dives and gets past Crump. Going for third. Never do it. The game is over. Why? Every time, and Paige Misada does it again. And the game is over. 13 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for the Saints. 2 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for the Canes. Canes fall to 11-15. Saints go to 18-7. They're 4-1 in Peach Belt play. The Saints paint the town red on a Friday. If you haven't had enough of me, jump over to the Flagler Radio YouTube channel at 7. I've got Flagler, Palm Coast, and Matanzas for you. I'll be back here at noon. Your final score, Flagler 13. Oh, let's get some winner and loser. So Lee picks up the loss. Sheets picks up the win. As the red lights come on, and the Saints are 13-2 winners. This is Mike Licio signing off on the Peach Belt Sports Network.